What's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic. More. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, and we gonna react and give our final thoughts to Sadam Ali taking on Jaime Munguia. Trying to pronounce his name the best that I can. The rising Mexican star, 21-0. Munguia was linked to fighting Gennady Golovkin on May 5th. Wasn't approved by California or Vegas, I believe, and now he's fighting Sadam Ali for the 154-pound belt. And they both made weight. Sadam Ali came in at 153, 153 pounds. We don't do that stone crap over here. And Munguia came in at 152.75, so he came in a little bit lighter. Obviously, Munguia is the bigger guy, as you can tell, massively bigger. Sadam Ali is probably the more proven as far as experience, but don't forget, we got the weigh-in link in the description, straight to the Golden Boy channel, so you know that it's trill and real. And shout out to Ray Vargas, 122-pounder, fighting on the card as well, undefeated, holding the strap. And he taking on some guy, I don't know who he's taking on, but I'll link an article in the description as well. You can see everything that's going on. But this fight, to me, tomorrow is the fight of the night, potentially fight of the year candidate. Munguia, is a good, young, talented fighter rising up in Mexico. Turned pro as a teenager. We did a prediction video as well, so I'll link that in the description as well too. And man, I was impressed with what I seen on film with him, even though versus it was lesser competition on the Tecate cards, but he's a good fighter. And Sadam Ali is one of the most underrated punchers in the sport of boxing. He's one of the most underrated, skillful fighters in the sport of boxing, I believe. He promoted himself a large part of his career. Now he joined forces with Golden Boy. He had a big win over Carlos Abregu, got knocked out versus Jesse Vargas, and now he beat Miguel Cotto. And I think the Vargas fight was a blip more than a trend. I believe that Sadam Ali is still a better fighter than Jesse Vargas. Sadam Ali, his problem is, and he might get in trouble in this fight versus a bigger puncher than Sadam Ali, even though they got more weight on, so he might could take the punch more, or it might not help him. But Sadam Ali moves too much, and his unnecessary movement zaps his energy. So when he becomes stationary, he already tired. And then when they hit the chin, the legs are already gone. So my premise about Sadam Ali, how did he go to the next level, even if you go back down to 47 or stay at 54, is the fact that he has to learn to sit down on his punches. He has to learn to be more of a stationary target and do the necessary movements early on. Move when needed to move. Kind of hold your ground a little bit. He got the boxing skills. He got the upper and lower body movement going on. He just got to learn how to harness it and really, use his movement to his advantage and don't make it excessive and let it drain his energy. Because once he learned how to fight in the pocket with his feet flat and do enough movement and then counter and be stationary a little bit and then move just enough, he's going to be one of the most dangerous fighters in the world because he got some world-class power. He was knocking guys out like Abregu and hurting guys like Cotto. Well, he kind of sat down on more punches with Cotto, but he still moved a lot. He was hurting guys while moving, Imagine if he sat down and really generate power, what type of puncher that he would become, And Munguia, he's a big fella, but he moves his head. He a solid athlete. He got an excellent left hook to the head and to the body. He got a little pop-up left hook. And if you move straight back, like Sadam Ali tends to move straight back and his chin comes up, Munguia might knock him out. He got good body work, good left hook to the body. He got a good right hand as well. He kind of turns it in an awkward fashion. I still can't remember who kind of punched like him, with the thumb up, the way he throws the right hand. It's a funky motion. He's confident as well. And like I said, I think it's going to be fight of the night. And it's not going to be any TV scheduling conflict. I believe Linares and Lomachenko, which ain't weighed in yet, and I'm going to tell you about that as well. I don't believe what happened with that is, that they was planning on doing the Canelo Triple G replay tomorrow, and they wanted Linares and Lomachenko to come on to HBO, but Bob Arum wanted to be on Top Rank, obviously ESPN. So they made it where Linares and Lomachenko went on earlier in the day, and then the replay of Triple G and Canelo would play later in the night where they wouldn't have a scheduling conflict. So then after the Triple G Canelo 2 replay, Sadam Ali and Munguia come on. So that's how they smoothed out the scheduling. So it's not going to be any scheduling conflict if everything goes on time. I don't know if they're going to do the Triple G and Von Erich replay, which won't be long anyway. But I know that Linares and Lomachenko going to go on about 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow. And then, this fight between Sadam Ali and Munguia going to go down about 10 p.m. Eastern. That card start. But obviously Ray Rogers is going to be on the opening bout. And then Ali and Munguia at Turner Stone in upstate New York. They're going to be on probably about 11 o'clock, 11:30. So, and it all works out for us. So we don't have to pick and choose with 2 or 3 fight cards going on at the same time, as we have been doing in recent memory. So, remember, I'm going to link the weigh-in in the description, my breakdown prediction in the description. And if you want to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which we're going to start doing some different content on there other than boxing, but we boxing heavy and other news that I don't report be on there as well. Come walk with us on there, man. And also, you can message me on any of those platforms because I really do answer. So, quickly too. So, this is definitely gonna be the fight of the night. I pick Munguia by knockout. I can't remember which round. I'm going against the grain on this one. I believe in the kid. If he can take the punishment, the punch, his chin is solid. I believe he's gonna win this fight. But it won't surprise me if Ali wins. I'm a fan of both. Now watch the tape on Munguia, but we gone.